Hi there, welcome back. It's Dawn. Today I'm going to try my hand at a string pull. And I've never done this before, but I'm doing it at the request of my daughter. Now, I put a coat of white paint down on my 12 by 12 canvas. I just used a little brush like this. I've been searching for what's the best way to get a base coat on, and you know what? I guess however you can get it on, that's the best way that works for you. I've tried combs, I've tried popsicle sticks, I've tried my handy dandy drywall knife. Now, a paintbrush works great. Imagine that, a paintbrush. Anyway, so a lot of you have probably seen people do the string pull flowers where you kind of loop your string there like that and you pull it off and it makes a kind of a lily shape, which is kind of nice. But I want to try something a little different. So I've got some colors mixed up here. I've got my base of white and I've got deep violet, metallic cobalt blue. This is a new paint for me. It is Alizarin, I think that's how you say it, or Alizarin crimson hue, metallic orange, and light green. That was a nice blend of colors. And I've got some black here. And I was debating, do I put some black on there? But I think it would give some depth. So I waited to put the string in because I wanted to show you something. If you wrap your string around your finger like that before you put it in the paint, it just gives it a little bit of body and it's a little easier to plunge it into the paint in a little roll than it is to try to feed it, you know, the end in and go, shh. Yeah, that doesn't work so well. So I just thought I'd pass that along. So, well, now that I have it in the black, I think I want to start with the black just so that it's on the bottom. So I'm going to pull the string out over the popsicle stick and hopefully get a lot of this super runny paint off of it. And maybe I didn't think this through. Thought, oh, I want strings a little bit longer than on my canvas, but I realize if I'm seated, it's hard to it's hard to pull them out of the paint. So I'm just gonna there, and I don't necessarily want to just pull it like a string pull like that. Why don't we see what we can do moving it around? Or bring it back this way. It does make some cool designs, doesn't it? Maybe back this way again. So that's kind of neat looking. I'm actually going to just plop that. Yeah, I'm going to put it back in. Why? Because I can. Might want to grab paper towel though, because this is a little messy. Alrighty. But I thought I might just start with my darker colors and build from dark to light. So that's what we're going to work at. Go dark to light. And just play, because art's about being creative, right? I don't always sit down and go, this is exactly what I want to do and it has to turn out exactly or I won't be happy, because if you do that, I don't think you'll ever be happy with your art. But go with an open mind and a sense of adventure, and who knows what kind of cool things you can do. So let's just kind of loop that around. We'll just start pulling. The mix I'm using today is my standard mix of 1 part paint, 2 parts Floetrol. It's really pulling a lot of paint around, isn't it? That's all right. All right, I'm just going to put that over there off to the side. There's a little bit of cell action happening, and that is strictly due to the Floetrol because I didn't put any silicone in this. It is just my plain paint mix. So we're going to move on to the metallic cobalt blue, one of my favorite colors in the whole wide world, at least the whole wide paint world. Maybe we'll work the other way. And back this way. Okay. There's some really cool stuff happening there. I think we'll try the red next. I've got my, and this string is just acrylic yarn. I also crochet. So I had some acrylic yarn around. Actually, I've got a whole tote full of it because when I'm at Michael's, sometimes I get the yarn deals instead of the paint deals. So let's put him out like that. Oh, stuck my. So I bought 3 packages of these gloves that I keep telling you I don't like, but I can't bear to just throw them away because that's just not me. My inner frugal goddess just won't let me do it. So I will use them up. All right, let's put it back on itself. Oh, it's kind of neat, the different designs that it's making, eh? And full circle with the red. So I've got 2 colors left. I've got the orange and the green. I think I'll do the orange and I'll start up there. So my advice, if you're going to give this a try, is to use a little bit shorter string. I was thinking I would be so smart. I'll do a longer string so I can go the full width of the canvas. And then you find out that it's a little harder to work with when you're sitting down and it doesn't want to cooperate with you because you have to hold it up so high to make it work. Actually, I'm wondering if I should have made my paint a little thinner because it's a little well, running the different colors together, it's a little muddy. So I have the green left. Of course I can go over it again, but I don't want to throw too much paint down. So you know what? I might actually put some more white through it. That might help. I think it's kind of cool the way the paint, the strings grab the other paint. And you've got all these swirly, wispy effects. So Yeah, it's different. I don't know why it doesn't want to let go of that. There we go. Okay. We'll get this green down. Where will we put the green? That was almost a big messy disaster. Down here. Let go. We'll just pull it right across there. All right. Well, that is kind of interesting, isn't it? I think I'm going to try to put some white just on top of that, just to break up all the colors. I mean, there's white through it, but I think I want to pull some white through it. And then decide if it needs any other colors. I've got a ton of paint mixed up here. So I guess I will be doing some more painting today. Which is fun because I haven't done any painting for a week because I've had this bad cold. And yeah, it's just, I really wasn't well enough to play. And you know you're sick if you're not well enough to paint. So it's nice to be back at it. I still have a little bit of gravel in my voice, but I'm feeling pretty good. So I just realized I'm probably not doing this on camera. So where's the highest concentration of colors? Right here. So let me just kind of zigzag it. Like that. Start pulling it towards this corner. Change direction. I get some gray showing up in there. I don't know if I like that so much. Some interesting spots showing up because of the Floetrol. Well, I think I need another string, so bear with me. I'll be off camera for half a second here while I snip some more string. My cat is on the floor here going, ooh, string. Okay, so he's guarding the ball of string on the floor there. I think we need a little more purple. So let's dunk this string in purple. Maybe not as deeply so we don't have as much big long string. I cut it a little shorter too because I got wise after the first time. All right, now where do we want to put this? Let's go up here. All right. Oh, I like that. I like that. I'm going to do the same thing with the red. Come this way. So I just encourage you, if you want to give this a try and you don't feel like doing the same old lilies, you can see the lily shape that I talked about. Just kind of play with the string, work it across. I mean, yeah, that looks a little muddy, but that's the fun thing. You can just keep playing with it until you like it. I think my paint is starting to thicken up. Or my popsicle sticks aren't as smooth as I think they are. They're catching in the fibers of the acrylic yarn, which, no, not too big of a deal. There we go. And let's just pull towards the other corner. Can we call that done? Sometimes you got to move it around a little bit to see. It needs a little something, something. I think it needs something from here to here. But what color? I'm kind of partial to the purple today, so cat, give me that. I'll have to introduce you to my cat sometime. His name is Sammy. He's a black and white long-haired domestic cat. And he's a lovable little lump. Very curious, even though he's almost a decade old. And he likes to keep me company when I'm at home, regardless of where I'm at. Even in the paint room. Although he's usually quiet. There are days when he's in here when I'm painting. And he's not, because I'm not paying enough attention to him. All right. Let go. Oh, I might have to change my mind about these gloves. Oh my goodness. It's like they're loose and they stick to everything. Oh my gosh. Anyway, here we go. Nice purple line in here. Back. And off. Need something. Cobalt blue it is. And we'll do that. Oops. Sorry. I dropped my scissors instead of setting them down nicely. I've also got them full of paint. Can you imagine doing this kind of painting in oils? Oh my gosh, the cleanup would be horrendous. Of course, if you're like me and you're really messy and you do this kind of painting, it's probably a horrendous mess sometimes anyway. Alrighty. Yeah, it keeps sticking to my gloves. Alright, so I'm gonna go over here. Alright, so we'll pull this way. And come back down. Oops. I almost like it best on the diagonal, like this. Hang it that way. Well, you know what? I think I need just a little more black in that one corner. How do you fix a string pull? I have absolutely no idea. But in this case, I'm just going to lay it and pull it right off the edge, just because this black is broken up and I want to just add a little over here. Well, there you go. Maybe one over here too. Just down into the corner. Now, way, way, way back, and I'm saying way back because it was a long time ago, in my art class, I tutored under Betty McGeorge, and she said you should often carry your color at least 3 times through your work, just for balance. And odd numbers work great. Three was the minimum. But 5 or 7 would do. So I'm seeing black here and black here. I don't see a lot of it anywhere else. So I think I want to just do a little squiggle over here. Now you might love this or you might hate it. It is busy, but it is colorful. And I'm going to call it, am I going to call it done? I'm going to call it done for now. Actually, I think I'm going to grab a palette knife and just run a few lines here and there. And then I'll come back and show you the finished product. And here is the finished painting. I spent about 10 minutes with a palette knife, just kind of drawing it through the paint. So there's all these little spiky squiggles and whatever that just add movement and motion to the painting. And then I took a couple minutes to turn it around to decide which way I thought was up, which way it spoke to me. So yes, it is a busy painting. But you know what? I had fun. The end result is colorful, and it might not be everybody's cup of tea, but you know what? Art's supposed to be messy and it's supposed to be fun. And even though this isn't my greatest masterpiece, I like it and I had fun. So I encourage you to do the same. Experiment and see what kind of neat things you can come up with. And here's a still so you can see the finished product without glare. Thank you so much for tuning in today. I really appreciate that you spent some time with me and my art. Before you go, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. And maybe check out some of my other videos. Thanks again for watching. You have a great day. See you next time. Bye for now.